Welcome back to our next video on stock market investing. In this very interesting video today, let's talk about two stocks that has been in the talk of the town. If you are someone who wants to invest the money sitting idle in the bank account into the stock market to generate some capital returns, then this video is definitely for you. Just to let you know, we make these videos because we want people to invest their money and get financial freedom. To start off, let's analyze these stocks and let's see what we have in the table today. So the first stock that we have for today is Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone. The current stock price is 761 rupees. The market capital is close to 15700 crores. The 52-week high and low is ranging from 298 to 901. The face value is rupees 2 and the PE ratio is 30.86. Now let's see what Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone is. So this was incorporated back in the year 1998. It is a large cap company operating in the shipping sector. Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited has its products and revenue segments that includes income from port services, export incentives, infrastructure leasing income. Let's get to the interesting part, and that is the return on the stocks. If you could see, in the last 1 year, the stock has a massive return of 124.24%. If you look at the last month, it has been 3.86. For the last 3 months, that's 5.95. And for last 6 months, that's been 60.14%. And if you look at the last day and a week, it has been a negative, but we think the stock can be in momentum. Let's look at the shareholding pattern. So the promoters have unpledged 22.18% of shares in the last quarter. The total pledge stands at 15.97% of promoter holdings. The promoter holdings remains unchanged at 63.74%, and the mutual funds have decreased holdings from 3.95 to 3.55%. The number of mutual fund scheme remains unchanged at 31. Let's do some SWOT analysis, and I'm going to go through some key points over here. So as we could see, the company has a high TTM EPS growth. There's a good quarterly growth in the recent results. Let's also look at some of the weaknesses. I can see it has high volume and top losers. There's an inefficient use of shareholder funds in the last 2 years. Let's look at the opportunity. It has the highest recovery from the 52-week low and RSI indicating price strength. There's just one thread that we could see, and that's the degrowth in revenue, profits, and operating profit margin in recent results. Now let's look at the result of this company. So for the quarter that ended on the 31st of March 2021, the company has reported a consolidated total income of 4,072 crores. The total income of 4,274 crore was up by 21.20% from the last year of the same quarter. The company has reported net profit after the deduction of taxes of rupees 1,327 crores. Here's what we love doing, and that is doing the technical analysis of the stocks. So let's get to the most interesting part, and that is analyzing this chart over here. So as per the pattern that we observed in the last few months, we think that this time is the best time to get into the market to purchase these stocks. I think there would be no better time to purchase these stocks. And that's because the last traded candle has taken a great support at the support line with MA cross line in the upward direction. The MACD indicates the single line has crossed the MACD line, which is a good sign to buy. The RSI is at 42, which is also a very good signal, and it shows that it is not in the overbought zone. So as per the analysis that we did, I think that's the best time to purchase the stock. But I think it would be good if we purchase within the range of 750 to 810. And we think in the time span of 6 to 8 weeks, this should be able to reach a target of 1,000 rupees. You may apply a stop loss, but that would be at 660 rupees. So that's all we had for this company. Let's move on to another stock, which is Adani Power Limited. The current stock price is 133 rupees. The market capital is close to 5400 crore. The 52-week high and low is ranging from 34 to 167. The face value is rupees 10 and the PE ratio is 42.83. Now let's look at what Adani Power Limited is. So this was incorporated back in the year 1996. This is also a large cap company operating in the power sector. Adani Power Limited has its key products and revenue segments that includes coal, income from power supply as of the year ending 31st of March 2020. Now let's look at the return on the stock. So if you could see, the return in the last 1 year has been 270%. For the last 6 months, that's 202%. For the last 3 months, 86.50%. And the last week it was up by 11.03%. So as we can see, the stock has been in momentum. Not to mention, if you look at 3 years, that 635.77%, which is a great number. Now let's look at the shareholding pattern. The promoters have unpledged 0.1% of shares in the last quarter. The total pledge stands at 29.11% of promoter holdings. The promoter holdings remains unchanged at 74.97%. The mutual fund holdings have remained unchanged. The number of mutual fund schemes increased from 1 to 2. Let's also do a SWOT analysis, and I can see that one of the strengths is there is a growth in the net profit with increasing profit margin. Also, the company has been decreasing promoter pledge. Some of the weaknesses that we could see is that there's a negative breakdown for support, and then there's also a red flag, high interest payments compared to earnings. So let's look at the opportunity. This is a turnaround company, loss to profit. It has the highest recovery from 52-week low. The threat that we could see is there is an increasing trend in the non-core income. Now let's look at the results and the quarter that ended on 31st of March 2021. The company has reported a consolidated total income of 6,902 crores. The company has reported net profit after the deduction of taxes of rupees 13.13 crore in the last quarter. Let's do the most interesting part, and that's the technical analysis. So here's the chart, and we can see that the stock is in the upward direction with the MA cross line moving up, with RSI at 63 indicates a good sign to buy. As we can clearly see, the stock is in momentum, and we think a good time to enter the market would be between the price range of 130 to 150, and we think, as per our analysis, that it should reach a target of 200. You may apply a stop loss, and that would be at 105 rupees. So these stocks have been in great momentum, and we thought this is a good time to introduce these stocks to you people out there so that you can invest your money and generate some capital returns. Just to mention that again, we are not financial advisors. We do our own technical and fundamental analysis. We do this because we want to share with you on how we analyze stocks. Please do your own analysis, and if you find this helpful, please invest your money and get some financial freedom. With that being said, that's all we had on the video today. If you like the video, hit the like button. If there is anything else that we can do, please mention that on the comment box. If you want to stay tuned with our investing journey, please hit the subscribe button and stay tuned with us. And remember, the last good time to invest in the stock market was yesterday. Today is a better time. Invest your money, get financial freedom. Thank you so much for watching our video. Until next time.